This is a bit of an oddball radio, really. It was labelled on AliExpress, the Chinese supplier, as an ATS60, and pretty familiar styling, as you can see, with the 4 exposed head screws at the front here. We've got a speaker on the top panel. With this one, we've just got a single control here, tune-in knob, and an OLED display. And at the rear of the receiver, we've got a USB-C type connector, a charge LED, little micro switch for off and on. We've got a headphone jack, an SMA connector, which is a bit of a step backwards, really. The ATS20 had a BNC, and we've got the FM AM switch. And just to point out that this refers to broadcast band 2 FM and not an FM mode switch. So in the FM position for your local FM stations, and in the AM position for the HF bands, medium wave and long wave. So again, this little radio is capable of AM and SSB on the HF bands. It's labelled up as covering from 0.1 to 108. There will of course be a gap because the HF part of the radio tunes up to 30 megahertz, and then the FM part of the radio will start at around 76 megahertz up to 108. It looks, in display terms, quite similar to the ATS20. I'll just turn this one on. You can see it comes up as ATS60 and then the Arduino. This is defaulted here to the FM band. Of course, unlike the ATS20, we've got no buttons on the front. This radio came to me with absolutely nothing apart from a USB-C lead and the radio itself, so there was no instructions, nothing whatsoever. I have discovered that in order to navigate your way through this radio, it actually requires 2 presses, then another press, for example here, and you have to be quick, so I missed it there. 2 presses, press to enter the volume menu, turn the encoder down to reduce the volume, press again, and we're back in VFO mode. So we've got various menu functions, 2 presses again. We can go volume, tuning step, mode. As I say, it times out quickly. We've got mode, BFO, bandwidth, AGC, soft muting, seek, up or down, and back to volume. And then it defaults back to the VFO mode. 1 press allows us to change the bands from long wave, medium wave, the various short wave bands here, 49 meters. I've only had this little radio for a day or so. Early indications are that there's no RDS with this one on FM. So again, it's a little bit of a backward step from the ATS20. It's slightly smaller than the ATS20 in terms of its depth. The width is the same, the height of the case is about the same, but I'll just move back a little, and you'll see the ATS20 sat on the top now is a little bit deeper than the ATS60. And as I say, the other major difference is you've got an SMA connector. Coverage is the same, you have SSB facilities. I'd be interested to know what firmware is on this. It's not going to be the same firmware as the ATS20 for obvious reasons, because it doesn't have the control buttons that we normally would see on the ATS20. So in the next video we'll open it up and we'll have a look at the board inside to see how it compares to the ATS20 board, and then we'll have a little look at the overall performance. But quite an odd radio really, and it looks like it's a scaled down ATS20. I'm hoping that the encoder here will be one of the better ones as they fitted to the ATS20 Plus, because without the control buttons this knob and encoder is going to get a lot of use. You have to use it for every function of the radio. So let's hope it's a little bit better quality than the standard ATS20. So that's it for this one. Look out for the next video and we'll take a look inside the radio.